Hey again, YouTube. I know I've talked a lot about the 357 SIG cartridge in some of my past videos, but I never got the chance to really sit down and talk about the specifics of it. So I thought I would just do that now. 357 SIG is a relatively new cartridge that, from my research, seems like it was developed in 1994, obviously by SIG Sauer, and its main purpose was to copy the 357 Magnum ballistics. So what they did was they took a 40 Smith & Wesson cartridge and necked it down to a 357 SIG. So you can see here at the base, it's got about the same amount of powder, exact same width as a 40 S&W, and then by the time it gets up here to the top, it's the same diameter as a 357 Magnum. The whole purpose of this, though, was so that you could have these much shorter in length shells that could fit in a modern semi-auto magazine. So you can carry, at least in this case, 13 of them instead of the regular 5 or 6. I know the 357 SIG is now carried by the Secret Service as well as the Tennessee State Highway Patrol, maybe the Mississippi State Highway Patrol, and some police in New Jersey and some other random areas. The main reason that more law enforcement doesn't carry them is their price. Even the cheapest target ammo for these is about 56 cents a shot, while 9mm would be about 23 cents a shot. So if you think about it, that's a lot more expensive, especially when you consider that really nice defensive hollow point rounds like these ones here are about up over $1 per bullet every time you squeeze the trigger. So are cops going to be shooting that often? Hopefully not. Is it hard for them to train with this ammunition? Yes, because it is so expensive. In the end, the 357 SIG falls just short of the ballistics of the 357 Magnum, but it actually knocks the ballistics of the 40 S&W out of the park. It definitely beats your standard 9mm, and it's just a really good round. It's the one that I prefer to carry. Obviously, from my other videos, I convert down to a 9mm for target practice, but when it comes to a life or death situation, I think the stats on these were that it's got a 94% one-stop shot. If it's to a 170-pound male in the center of the chest, he should be down in 6 to 8 seconds, at least according to Wikipedia. And I know people say that's not a valid source, but they get their information from valid sources. Also, I shot a few of these hollow points through some barrels, which I'll show in a later portion of the video, but they actually expanded pretty well. There's one of the after products. If I can get this ruler up with one hand, you can see that's actually expanded there to about ½ an inch. This one here looks like it's up to about 0.6 inches. And this third one here, sorry for the shadows, I'm not in like a professional studio. Looks like it's about 0.6 or 0.7 inches after expansion, which can cause some pretty serious damage if you think about that in a human being, on top of the fact that there's also the rest of this copper fragmentation that I wasn't able to pick up, but that comes off each and every single one of these. So I'll roll in where exactly I did the shooting, and thanks for watching. Alright, just shot off these old rusted barrels a little bit to show the difference in some ballistics. These few holes are from a 7.62 by 39mm full metal jacket shot from the SKS, and these bigger guys down here, these three, are 357 SIG hollow points from Hornady. You can see down in here they actually made it all the way through. By the end, the holes were just completely massive. And those are the 7.62 rounds making it through this final barrel, because they start to tumble after they've pass through the first two.